Are you finding the usual ballet stretches, static exercises to be making your body even tighter? And the more you sit in a split position, it actually makes your body more cramped up than usual. But with these 3 exercises that we are going to be working today, we are going to be flossing our body. We're going to be working our muscles, our tendons, and our ligaments to be more flowing, more flexible, and more strong as well for ballet. If you're here, you're definitely a ballet lover, and I know that you might be needing a little bit of guidance to start your ballet journey from scratch. And if you want to join me for a free event that I'm going to be doing at the end of January, the only thing that you need to do is to sign up with the link in the description box below. It's completely free, and I will be there with you dancing from scratch. Literally, if you've never done ballet, this is the best time and place to start this journey. Remember, description box below is the link right there to sign up. And if you're ready to stretch out, find a space in your home and let's do it together. Let's start with our first exercise. Most of the time we don't think that our back has got anything to do with our flexibility for a ballet, but I will show you now something very nice and simple that can twist and mold and release tension around your back and your lower back, especially for that beautiful, easy flexibility. So if you've got your pillow, grab your pillow nice and squidgy. We are going to start with being at the edge, okay? So on the edge with your knees, obviously. I can't speak today, but I will get there. All right, so on the edge, so when we walk forward, we're gonna go walk forward, yeah? The line of the pillow is right above our knee, okay? So we are in this position. What I want you to think about is shoulders down, core engaged, because otherwise, look at this. This is not gonna help our back at all. All right, so from here, we are going to keep our legs parallel, pushing down, core engaged, and it's this nice banana shape to get that flexibility. So we are stretching right at this moment the psoas muscle, yeah, around our front and inside, and as well as working our abdominals to sustain. From here, keeping our feet parallel, legs parallel, we are going to bend and stretch the front of our legs and coming back down. We're gonna do it 4 times, 2. Very good. You can keep your feet pointed or flex, up to you, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And 4. Very good. From here, come back into all 4s. Now, extend one leg. Very good. With the same arm, we're going down here. Very nice. Looking up towards the ceiling, finding that stretch, finding that twist, coming back into all 4s, changing to other leg. Very nice. So we find the stretch and we find the twist as well. And you should feel maybe that around this area, if you're tight, you might feel a nice gentle stretch. Very good. Come back in. We're going to snake through into that position again. Very nice. Remember that your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Core engaged. We're going to lift our legs 4 times. 1, 2. Keep on pushing away those from the floor. Push away. 3. I've lost count. And 4. Very good. The glutes are working as well. Onto the 4, onto your 4s. Very good. Extend one foot at the back, planting the foot out here. If you want to be a little bit more adventurous, you can find the full twist. Very good. Come back down, change, come back in. Other leg, plant the elbow down, find the full twist, back in, and down. Shall we do it another couple of times so we find that nice release? Can you feel the front of your body and your back starting to kind of giving up that tension? You just go, oh, I needed that. Very good. 3 and 4th one. Very nice. Beautiful. Come back onto 4s. Really engage the abdominal muscles. Very nice. Extend one leg. Down here. Adventurous movement. Stretching. Really look up to the ceiling. And breathe. Come back down. And change. Other way. Find that stretch. Replace the hand. Oh, this one is the tight one for me. And come back in, back into the center. One more time. Come on, we can do this. Snake through. Up here, very nice. And breathe. And down. Keep on smiling too. It's a mermaid, yeah? On top of the rock. Very good. And 4. Come back in, breathe. From the ocean, come back down and squeeze onto 4s. Extend one leg, plant the hand down, find that beautiful stretchy twist. Very nice, breathe in and release, back in and out. Whoa, other way. Oh, I can feel the difference. The chest, by the time that you do this one, should feel even more flexible and release. Very good. So remember that anything that is around the lower back area, upper back area, sometimes can restrain everything that goes around our hips. If our hip flexor is tight, the quads are tight, or the psoas muscles are tight, everything kind of goes like a clam, yeah? So we don't want to feel like a clam, we want to feel like a mermaid, all right? So this is your first exercise. You can do it another few times for releasing. Always keep in mind that whenever we're doing our mermaid on the rock position, we really want to engage the lower abdominals so we don't squidge and we don't strain our lower back vertebrae, yeah? Keep that in mind. For our second exercise, we're still gonna keep our pillow out here, all right? But we're gonna get a little extra stretch on the psoas and hip flexor. So from here, we're going to go into an extra little stretch. So from here, yeah, we're going to take one leg out to the side, out away from your shoulder. So if we're looking at it from the front, just stay there. I just need to explain this. Yeah, we're going out there. Don't worry too much about what the hips are doing. Just keep it out there as away from you as you can in the comfort, almost like you want to let go of the foot onto the pinky side, yeah? Very good, so keep that in mind. I will come back down onto my pillow. Same position, a little bit on the edge, but not too much, so we save our knees as well. So from here, we're coming over to the front. We're going into that beautiful position I've just shown you. So you either, if you're here, perfect, that's fine. We work our way down, easy peasy, one bit at a time. If you're a bit more adventurous or flexible and you want that extra stretch with that, that stretch of the quad and hip flexor, we can go down onto the elbow. The next part of the exercise is the same for everyone. Same principle that we did before. We are going to bending the knee up and down, so we get that extra overstretch of the quad. 4 times. 3, and we go 4. Very good. Yeah, whether you're here or here. Then we come back in and we go into complete turn out, turn in and back out. So it's almost like a little massage for the hips, yeah? And again, back here we go 1. And we go 2. And we go 3. Keep on smiling and breathing. 4. Embrace the butterflies, yeah? And turn in and out. Be really careful where the turn in comes. It's not by twisting the foot here. If you start feeling the pain around your knee, that's a big no. Keep your foot planted. It's only the hip that comes in. The line that we want to keep, this one that goes down here, you always want to keep it that way. This is not twisting, it's like you're standing like this. So whenever you come in and out, keep that nice straight line, yeah? So we're here, we've done an in and out and come back, all right? Very good, let's change it to the other side. Then we'll come back, we'll do an extra one on the not so comfortable side, yeah? So out and about, knee away from your shoulder, either up here or down onto your elbows, as long as the foot is almost dropping towards the pinky side, yeah? The back leg wants to go for a little run. So let's go for a run. We go 1. We go 2. You can have your foot pointed or flex. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. And 4, come back up, nice and gentle, in and out. If you need to adjust the foot, that's what happens. Very good. And again, back leg 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and in and out. Very good. Back into the center. Just take a break. What we're doing here, we're pretty much flossing all the ligaments and the muscles that go around our body. So by doing that flossing, by doing that movement around our hips, around our lower back, it kind of starts loosening up. Yeah, seriously, just think about the flossing that you do. That's pretty much what we're doing with our everything that goes around, ligament, tendons, muscles, yeah? A little extra massage. I like the word flossing. I don't know why flossing. Let's go for one more time. We're doing one extra on each side, so you kind of understand on which one is a little bit more tight, that needs a bit more loving, and the one that is nice and loose and can do everything. So keep that in mind, and remember to do always one extra one on the not so comfortable side. All right, so let's do it one more time. Coming out here, foot out to the side. For example, this is my easy one, yeah? Friend, again, elbows either down or up, and we go 4 times. And 2, knee up, 3, knee up, 4, up, little dance, and out. Let's change foot right away, and coming over to the other side, and feel the stretch, either elbows down or up, and we go, let's go for a little run, and 2, and 3, and 4, come back up, little dance with the foot, in and out, and come back for the center. For this one last exercise, if you want, you can have a chair or support next to you just for a little bit more stability. You can have your pillow under your knees for comfort, which I love comfort. I don't like pain anymore. Very good. So from here, we're gonna take one leg in front, yeah, just here, and we're going to wrap underneath, yeah, our leg. With the support on the side, we are going to push up here. So we are taking that nice little stretch. It's more or less like the same kind of feeling we had by doing the exercise on the floor, yeah? So we're pushing down, but now we are activating the glutes muscles, yeah? Because we're not just stretching, we are working the right muscles to find that flexibility, yeah? And especially to hold on to our legs in whatever positions they are. So from here, really pushing the hips forward, no sitting down the back. Yeah, we want to be nice and elongated. We're gonna take our potato sack, aka leg, to the side. We're going for a little massage. We're going in and out. Now you can do that. And then from there, we're gonna extend to the side with the flexed foot and come down. If you cannot do that just yet, that's okay. Stay here and only activate the muscles that you need to work on, yeah? Come back in and place it down and breathe. Very good. One more time. Out here, really push forward. Take it to the side, little massage, massage. And little up, flex your foot, up, in, and take it back down. Very good. Shall we do it one more time for luck? So 3 times. Very good. Keep on pushing. Push up, really activate the lower abdominals, your posture, your chest, yeah? We don't want to be here because it's so heavy. We want to be up on top of that leg with our glutes nicely engaged. We're going to take the leg to the side, really pushing, really flossing, still flossing, floss, floss. Very good. Get that little massage in and out. Very nice. Flex the foot, extend, engage the quads as well. And come back in and release. Can you feel how different your body feels right now after doing everything that we've done on the floor? That flossing, it works. I can feel it on my body too. Very good. We're going to do the other side. So move around the chair or your support because we've got 2 legs and there's always all of the fun. From here, same thing. Push down, readjust, see where you need to go. Grab your, I feel a bit of like a contemporary dance right now. So from here, push up, really push, find out, is this the leg that is easier? Is this feeling easier, tighter? What do I need to do? Keep on pressing, push up, take the leg to the side. We're going for a little flossing massage. Out here, flex your foot, really grab that leg towards you if you can, or if you want to just activate the right muscle, wherever you can get to, even if it's here, even if it stays here, or if you're ready to really press it up there, take it back in, and down. Come on, we've got to do it 3 times. 3 times. And go. Push. 3 times. Who's bidding more? We can do more than this. Oh, yes, you can. Very good. And press. And lift. And flex. Extend. Hold. Engage the quads. Engage the quad. Push. Push that glute. Very good. Come back in. In. Push that glute even more. Chest is nice and open. Come back down. Very nice. Come on, we can do this. Press up. Really push. You've got your support here, yeah? But every now and then check if you're on balance as well, because whenever we're in the center, we're not gonna have any balance. We're not gonna have any balance. We're not gonna have support. Very good. Take it to the side. Little flossing massage in and out. Very good. Flex your foot. Engage the quads. Engage the core. Press in, and release down. Very good. See how body is different, what it needs, how many times more you need to do on one side than the other to kind of even yourself out. Remember that we're not even, we're never going to be, but we can help it out by adding an extra set on one side that is a little bit meh, that kind of feeling. So beautifully done. Remember to do this at least 3-4 times a week. Yes, keep on working on that because it does take time to get flexible, but especially it needs a lot of loving. So beautifully done.